Okay, let's do problem number 7 on page 61. It's not an easy life, but it's a good life. Suppose you decide to take the summer off and sign on as a deckhand for a commercial fishing boat in Alaska that specializes in deep water fishing for groundfish. What kind of fish can you expect to catch? One way to answer this question is to examine government reports on groundfish caught in the Gulf of Alaska. The following list indicates the types of fish caught annually in thousands of metric tons. So you see flatfish is 36.3, Pacific cod is 68.6, and remember that these are all in thousands of metric tons. The first thing you have to remember is that Pareto charts go from descending order, the largest value to the smallest value. In order to do that, you don't click on the first column. Remember, the first column is your x-axis, the second column is your y-axis. So I have to click on here first and then drag over to the left and then scroll down. And that way, when I choose my sort, it will keep the two columns together. So I choose descending. It's already highlighted once it's been sorted from descending order. Then all you have to do is go to your charts, go to the column, check two-dimensional column, clustered column, and there it is. The rest you can just go ahead and do as you please, type in the titles and so forth and so on, and that's it. That's how you do those problems. Now your problem... All right, the problem we're going to do is from section 3.1, page 91, and question 16. It says, how large is a wolf pack? The following information is from a random sample of winter wolf packs in regions of Alaska, Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin, Canada, and Finland. Winter pack size, and these are the numbers, and it wants us to compute the mean, median, and mode for the size of winter wolf packs. Well, first of all, I would take this data that I'm showing you right here, and I would put it in an Excel spreadsheet. I just type it in just like it is. The first step to get it all in order is you could highlight it like this, and then just go up to this A to Z sort button and click on it. Now it went from large to smallest, and I can click it again and it'll put it back in smallest to largest value. And that's how if you look over here, you see that there is a sigma, which looks like a really big E, and then the X. That is our sample statistics X, which means the sum of X is the sum of all the data values. X represents the data values. If you see sample, the sample is taking the taking values out of the big population. Remember, we really can't do big populations. We can't do population means in the real world because there would be too many numbers. So we take a sample out of the actual population and calculate means, which are supposed to be pretty similar to what it actually would be. So X bar is what is represented as the sample mean. And all this says right here is the sum of the X values divided by N. N is the number of data values in the sample. Okay, and capital N would be, this is when you're doing the exact same formula, but this is representing the population. The Greek symbol mu is the symbol for population mean. We use just X with a bar over it, so we just say X bar. So we're going to calculate the mean. And you're familiar with the average, and it would just be adding up the number of data, and then dividing it by the total number of data in there. But we'll do it this way. Okay, so I'm going to type right in here mean. And then I'm going to tab over to this and go back up to the formula. Now, it's going to be the word average. And now you see how it's highlighted right here? You can and see how it's kind of going around this area. You don't have to do that. You don't have to worry about that. Just start where you want it, and we want it right here, and bring it all the way down, and then hit enter. And there's our average, 6.17 approximately. If you want to do it the old-fashioned way, you would add all of these values up, and then divide it by 18, and then you would get this same answer right here. And that's it. That's all you have to do for problem number 16.